Hi everyone, it's Socialising here from Social Divas with our first interview for our social media interview series. Now I've got Meridian on the line, who is an award-winning financial advisor and managing director for Meridian Wealth Strategies. Hi Mark, how are you today?
Very well, thank you.
That's good. Now before we get started into the questions about your Facebook page, can you just tell us a bit more about your business?
Yeah, sure. We're a financial advice business located in Mandurah, WA. We've been operating for nearly 3 years now. We provide financial advice on a flat fee-for-service arrangement for our clients, and our clients range anywhere from people working up on the mines making some good money through to young families and retirees. I guess that gives you a good idea. Covering insurance, superannuation investments, and general financial planning and strategy.
Okay, so all the important stuff leading us up to retirement, is it?
Yeah, that's right. Helping people achieve their financial goals and protect themselves against unfortunate circumstances.
Okay, that's a good service that you're offering. Now, Mark, we actually came across Mark because we posted a blog post about, it was the do's and don'ts of Facebook competitions, where we told you that you can't tell people to like your page in order to enter your competition, and using Facebook functionalities in order to run your competition. And Mark actually commented on our post saying that he has actually had his Facebook page deleted twice because of running a competition. And we've had a lot of people ask us to tell them about someone that has actually had their page deleted, because most people haven't known someone or heard about anyone who has actually had their page deleted from Facebook. So Mark, can you tell us a bit more about the competition that you ran on your Facebook page?
Yeah, sure. Initially, when we first started the business, we put up a Facebook page and thought, let's try and get as many people liking us as possible, go a bit of a groundswell and get our name out there before we launched. That went quite well. We offered it was a dinner voucher for the person who referred the most people, and we offered a dinner voucher for a random person that became a fan of our page by a certain time. It did really well. I think we got up to about 160, 170 people liking our page, and then it basically got taken off us. I logged in one day and the page was missing. I had no idea, had no notification, no idea what had happened. I thought it was just been a bug or an error on Facebook's end. So I followed up. Sent off an email, tried to do some research into what had happened, and couldn't come across any answers. Never had a response back from Facebook. Simply, the page was missing. So after trying to track it down for a few days and looking into it for a week or so, I decided just to start again and start building the page up.
Yeah, and then when you started again, did you start the same kind of competition, and that's when it got deleted again?
Yeah, so it was. I think it was probably 6 or 12 months later. Actually, I'm not sure. I can't think of the exact time frame. We got up to about 98 fans this time. Took quite a bit longer the second time around, obviously, because you get that initial momentum, and I don't know if it's the fact that people didn't realise, thought they might have already liked the page previously, so why are we needing to like it again? But yeah, it did take a lot longer to build it up. Got to about 98, and I put up a post saying that when we got to 100, we'd give away a dinner voucher again. And basically the next day it was gone. So the first one took a while to disappear. The second one, basically the day after I offered it, it disappeared again. So
yeah.
At that point, I started talking to some people I knew that knew a bit more about Facebook, and they basically explained that it's due to us not following the competition rules that we would have been taken off. And since then, in my research, I found out that once the computers picked you up the first time, they actually you become monitored by a human being, so they keep a closer eye on you from then on.
Yeah, because once your page has been deleted from Facebook, they won't give you any explanation as to why it's deleted. They'll just delete it, and you have to figure out for yourself.
Yes.
If they deleted it, or if you did something wrong, and you don't really know. Yeah. So how did you, in that 6 to 12 months that you started building up your page again, were you spending a lot of time on it and working on it and trying to build up that momentum again?
Yeah, well,
So a lot of man hours on the page?
sorry, could you say that again?
Sorry, so were you spending a lot of man hours on the page?
Yeah, well, the second time around, the first one was more hype, and we had a couple of people that were trying to win the competition, so we got a lot of local people just like the page to win the competition. The second time around, we didn't go as aggressively to get that initial rush. We did more inviting people that had previously been on the page and tried to expand it more slowly that way and build it up more organically, I guess. Not realising that we had been kicked off for running a competition. We weren't wary about it at that stage. But yeah, I guess it was more sort of organic rather than that initial sort of influx of people. So it did take us quite a bit longer to get the people back again. And as I said, I found the people that initially joined, it was a lot harder to get them to re-like the page a second time around.
Yeah, because it would be pretty frustrating, especially when your page was deleted after spending all those months trying to get that momentum back up again and trying to figure out what you're meant to do on Facebook anyway, to have your page deleted, and then that's all your hard work and all your effort that you put into it, they just wiped out and now you've had to start again.
Yeah, and then the third time around, we decided instead of just blanket and get as many people as we could on the page, we were just going to target people that I guess are interested in what we're doing. So we've just taken a more conservative approach and built it up based on people like asking our clients to like the page, asking people that have other contact with us through other means to like it, and just posting a lot of information so people that are interested are following the page and interacting rather than just random strangers who are probably never interested in our service in the first place.
Yeah, and I can see on your page now you have 74 people liking your page. That's mainly your clients and people you come across?
Yeah, mainly I guess contacts and leads, so people that have been to our seminars or we've had initial contact with some other way. We're trying to get them through the page, so we've got that constant contact with them. It sounds like we've just had 2 new ones join today, so I only had 72 yesterday, so that's a good sign. But yeah, I guess it's more of a natural way now, asking people to like the page if they're interested in it rather than just getting them to like it to run a competition, to win a competition, sorry.
Have you thought of running a competition for your current clients and your current contacts?
I haven't had time to look into how to do it properly. I know there is a big list of terms and conditions, and I think you have to download some apps to get it all set up. So no, I haven't. I've avoided it up until this point. As I said, I've just been looking at mainly adding useful information on there, so it's, I'd benefit that way rather than running competitions. But it is something we would consider. I just haven't had time to look into it and how to do it properly.
Yeah. Okay. So what would be your best advice for those business owners who are currently running the types of competitions that Facebook doesn't allow, and also those that are thinking of running them because they see everyone else doing it? What would your advice be for them?
The problem is I've been giving the advice out freely to everyone I talk to that's doing it, but nobody's prepared to listen because their thing is, well, everyone else is doing it, so therefore I can do it. I guess if you get away with it, great. If you don't get away with it, and once you've been caught out the first time, they're obviously going to be onto you more focused from then on. So we're more careful now about what we do. But I guess you probably actually run more professional ones if you do it properly. Then you don't have the risk of Facebook kicking you off, and you're probably going to get much more benefit out of it by doing it properly anyway, because the apps and that might collect details and do those sorts of things. So I think doing it properly, if you can't do it yourself, is a bit of a plug for Social Divas, but I'd assume getting somebody who knows what they're doing to do it properly for you, and I think that way you'd actually get more results out of it, more focused results, and so you avoid the issue of getting in trouble.
Yeah, I was just laughing before when you were saying you're giving all this advice up freely and telling people about your experiences and having the page deleted, but they're falling on deaf ears because people, they just don't want to listen, they just want to take the easy way. But I think with this interview now that it's going to be spread out, people might actually think twice about running a competition wrong, because they can hear an actual person telling about their experiences rather than me just telling people that you're going to get kicked off without any actual backup there.
Yeah, that's right. So it does actually happen.
Yeah.
And I wish I'd known about it
Yeah.
first time.
Yeah. Okay, Mark, it's been great speaking with you. I think that's all the questions that I have for you today. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, I think that's fine. I think, yeah, Facebook is a useful tool, but I think people waste a lot of time doing the wrong things on it. So I think it's important to have a strategy with it, and it's not just about
that's right.
not about quantity; it's about quality of the people following you. I think, and the interactions that they provide more so than just the sheer numbers. So I think having that strategy now, that's what I've learned out of the experience, is have a good strategy while you're spending the time doing this. And make sure that you're getting something back on your investment of your time or your money.
Yeah, I think that's great, Mike. For those of you who want financial advice, want to maybe set up a self-managed super fund or work out your life insurance, or get help with your tax investments and investing in other things, head over to facebook.com/Meridian Wealth, or the website is meridian.com.au. Thanks, Mike.